Women are attracted to status. This is something that no man can deny. But what most men focus on is the verbal. They focus on explaining their value to a woman. However, what you say only makes up 7% of verbal communication. What if I told you everybody is focusing on the wrong percentage? The power of being a Casanova is hidden in the other 93%. Now I'm gonna show you how you can tap into this hidden language. With that being said, let's get into the video. This August, I'm going to be throwing my first ever San Diego Bootcamp. There are 3 spots available. San Diego is known for a couple things. It's beach and it's women. You'll be going out with a professional dating coach as of about 10 years. We will be hitting the beaches and the clubs. Payment plans are available. The phone number is 702-841-9909, and I look forward to hearing from you. The other 93% of communication is in your tone and in your body language. Men usually mess up in these parameters in one of 2 ways, either by being suppressed or by being supplicating. It is on a scale. If you are suppressed, you're not communicating. Your face is flat. You don't know how to emote or to communicate to other people. Now on the other side, supplicating. You are making yourself purposely small. You are over communicating to make people feel comfortable around you. And in this same way, you are actually making yourself below the girl in value. In both ways, you are sub-communicating that you think you're low value in comparison to the girl, in comparison to your environment. You think you're not that guy. If you're supplicating, you want to start pushing more towards repression. If you're repressed, you want to move more towards supplicating and emoting and being more of a vibrant entity. By swinging to your polar opposite, you'll find your middle ground. Point number 2, before we get into the rest of the video, action feeds ego, ego feeds action. So as you start adding these actions, your mindsets and beliefs will start changing. This is the best strategy I've ever found in coaching guys. The action does feed the ego does feed the action. It is circular. Yes, by changing your actions, you will become a different human being. So as you go through this video, understand that as you change each of these traits one by one, you'll become something different. Number 1, the ability to emote with your face, but also have moments of stillness. This is both having the suppression and the supplication within your body language, but having the ability to use both. By merging the 2, now you can start using this to become attractive. This is the way that attractive men speak in general. They use moments of stillness while also being able to emote and express with their face, with their body language. Eye contact. The same way there is a balancing act between the 2. If you can't give eye contact, you want to overdo the eye contact for a while. If you overdo eye contact, you want to learn how to use it as a takeaway. How to, on occasion, use it to pull people in. How to use it as a takeaway on occasion. And not to mention, a lot of eye contact can be intimidating. Giving too much is too much pressure on. You want to have the ability to have the pressure off as well. Eye contact on, eye contact off, eye contact on. It gives this ability that I'm not intimidated by you, but at the same time, you are not prey. We're on the same level. I'm not here to try to dominate you. This is a coming with. You and me both are on the same team. A deep resonant voice. What I've noticed is a lot of people will raise their voice until they start speaking in their nose, and it sounds very demasculating. It can even sound nerdy. A lot of men, they don't speak in their chest. They don't speak in their stomach. If you want to start having the ability to speak with a more deep resonant voice, the way you do it is you start breathing into your stomach. You start loosening your vocal cords. Get this into a habit. A really good trick that I found is actually by merging 2 different strategies for developing a deep voice. What you want to do is you want to close your mouth and you want to hum. You want to hum to where you can feel it on your lips. What I'll usually do is I'll count to 100. So I'll go 1. And what I'm doing is I'm trying to, every time I count, I'm trying to get that same deep resonance that I use that makes my lips vibrate. And I'm trying to put it into my words. 1, 2, 3, 4. I do this religiously every day. And as little by little, it has deepened my voice. Another really good app you can use is called Vocular. You speak into it once a day, once a week, once a month, and you try to speak in as deep a tone as you possibly can. It's called Vocular. Look it up. It's really cheap. As I remember, it's $7. Anybody can afford $7. Using and utilizing pauses. Pauses indicate to other people that they're on your time as opposed to the other way around. When you talk to a girl, for the very first time, when you approach her, you see her at a club, you see her at a bar, you see her in the streets, you say, hey, you're cute, what's your name? The pause communicates so much. Remember, the majority of communication is not verbal. It's in the body language and in the tone. And a pause is a great way to emphasize words, to indicate to other people that you are of value. that your words are of value. What do most people do when they don't feel of value? They string all the words together and they mumble. They don't enunciate their words because they don't think their words are very valuable. So try to push it all together, never adding pauses. There are so many different ways to laugh, and I've seen a lot of people where they do a high throat laugh, where they're laughing to release tension, where they're laughing to make other people around them feel comfortable. What you want to learn to do is to laugh when you legitimately find something funny. If you don't find something funny, don't laugh. If you make a joke, why are you always laughing at your jokes? Why don't you just let the joke sit? Why do you have to make other people laugh to feel like the joke landed well, to feel like you're enough? You don't have to laugh at your own jokes. You want a deep, guttural laugh, not this high-pitched laugh. The high-pitched laugh, the short, choppy laugh, is a way that a lot of people will use to supplicate to others, make them feel comfortable. You don't need to laugh to make other people feel comfortable. At the same time, too, you don't want to just avoid laughing altogether because that's going into repression. There's a time and a place for laughter. Brevity of speech. A lot of men that supplicate, they use way too many words to communicate, and they will add extra words to the end to communicate. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Because you're afraid that if you don't, they're going to feel as if you are trying to become the leader, trying to be somebody that you're not. And then what do? You supplicate by adding these extra words that are unnecessary. People oftentimes, when they're nervous, add extra words to their sentences, to their language. It's unnecessary. Don't do it. Brevity of speech is sexy. Breaking rapport tonality. There is building rapport. Hey, there is monotone. Bueller, Bueller, Bueller.
Bueller. Bueller.
And then there's break and pour. Hey, hey, hey. I've seen a lot of people speak about body language. You want to have your shoulders back. You want to stand straight. But attractive body language isn't that. It is loose. A lot of people, to do is hike their shoulders up. They have a hard time looking around. Loose body language. When I go to a venue where I don't feel comfortable, first thing I do is I languidly look around and make sure that there isn't a part of the room that I can't look at. And what this does is it subconsciously tells my brain this place is a comfortable, safe place. Then from this point forward, it's a lot easier to be relaxed and comfortable in the environment. Supplicating smiling. So the smile I'm giving you right now is a comfortable, authentic smile. Now, if I were to overdo this,
and I start giving this kind of face,
it's a supplicating smile. It's not an authentic smile. Smiling should come not because you're forcing it, but because it just arises. Smiling arises. It's not something you have to do. It's something that you just do naturally. If you're forcing smiling to make other people feel comfortable again, then you're supplicating. And if you're not smiling at all, you're repressed. Now, here's the truth of the matter, guys. Action feeds ego, ego feeds action. The ego is who you think you are. If you don't think you're of value, this stuff won't come easy at first. And a lot of it you're going to resist. What you want to do is you want to take one piece at a time and add it to your repertoire. You want to make it habitual. If it's the laughing, it's the eye contact, if it's this, that, make it habitual. Because once it's habitual, it'll become the action. They'll feed the ego. They'll change your mindsets and your beliefs. Now, the self is always coming through. So if you want to be a badass, you have to start doing things that are going to make you legitimately that person. You have to start having wins under your belt, chasing a purpose, doing scary things. You have to start hitting the gym, start eating healthy, start eating clean, getting a regular sleep schedule. If you do these things, all the mindsets and habits that we're working on right here will be so much easier to put in place. Now, with that being said, peace.